Pace. Y'all know the M.Reck room etiquette. This is the livest show. I'm M.Reck for MRecktv. Okay. We got breaking news. Adrien Broner got caught lacking. Okay. We're going to get into that. You know what I mean? We don't know all the details, but we're going to get into that. Also, Brooklyn drill rapper, multi-platinum Sheff G had to turn himself in today for attempted murder. We're going to get into that. We got all the details for that. And call me up, 310-692-9055. We're going to go to the hardest intro known to hip-hop history, this M.Reck, China Black, all in. Let's get to it. We're going to get to all the news right after this intro. You can stream it on all platforms. M.Reck, China Black, all in. Let's get it.
And we don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pay us in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny,
MRecktv.
Okay. Salute to the Rec Mob. We here. Okay, we got breaking news. Let's get to the first order of business. Okay, Sheff G, Brooklyn drill rapper, has turned himself in. We got the updates to that. Salute to Lisa Evers and Fox 5 on that. Let's get to it. We got the video. Let's go right to it. We're not going to play no games. We're going to get right to it. And then we're going to go into this AB situation. And I'm taking calls. So once I report the news, give me like a couple of minutes. Y'all can tap in on the phone lines and all that. And you can also, just wait on the line too. Because I do got the elevator music. So you can vibe too. Let's get to it. Okay. First order of business. Sheff G. Okay, let's.
Drill music and also a gangland godfather. Brooklyn rapper Sheff G turned himself in for a 5-year prison sentence today, and only our Lisa Evers was inside of the courtroom to watch this all go down. She's now outside of the courthouse in Brooklyn right now with this Fox 5 exclusive. Lisa.
Well, Bianca, it was an emotional morning for the family, friends, supporters, and fans of multi-platinum rapper Sheff G this morning here at Brooklyn State Supreme Court. Our Fox 5 camera was the only one on hand outside and both inside the courtroom as Sheff G turned himself in to face the consequences of a gang conspiracy conviction. Now, this morning, Michael Williams, better known as the wildly popular drill and sexy drill rapper Sheff G, was surrounded by his devoted girlfriend, family, and his supporters as he walked into Brooklyn State Supreme Court to surrender and begin a 5-year prison term. Inside the packed courtroom, Supreme Court Justice Danny Chun explained that Sheff G had pleaded guilty to attempted murder and conspiracy in one of Brooklyn's biggest gang conspiracy cases, but that he was never a trigger puller himself. The judge noted, for the record, that the rapper and former gang leader had complied with all court regulations during his nearly 18 months on parole, had been productive, and built his career. I caught up with him a few minutes before he went inside, and here's what he told me.
Just the last word for the kids. Your big message for the kids from this summer.
So this summer, stay safe, be safe, play safe, and do everything that you dream about. Win the circle.
Okay.
Now, since he's after the hearing, I spoke with his attorney, Arthur Aidala, who said that even though no one would want a 5-year prison term if they could avoid it, it could have been much, much worse, and that with the counts that he pleaded guilty to, he could have been facing decades behind bars. As for tonight, as for what's next for Sheff G, tonight he'll be spending the time in Rikers Island. He may be there for several weeks, and Aidala says that after that he'll be transferred to an upstate prison, but they don't know which prison that will be yet.
All right, we back. So you got the news. Sheff G turned himself in. You know what I mean? It could have been more crazy. He's about to do 5 years. Okay. Hold your head, homie. You know what I mean? Let's get to it. We're gonna get to this AB business. Flat, I see you. Flat, you want to tap in, but let me pull this up. Let me pull Adrien Broner IG up, man. We don't know exactly what's going on, but I seen it last night, and I didn't really see nobody report on it. Then I'm seeing it still on his page, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to address this, okay? So like I said, I'm gonna say allegedly, but Adrien Broner made this post, okay? This spooky post. Now I don't know who this is, but I guess this the apparent so-called goon that took his phone. We're gonna get into all the details. Oh, Cameron saying he sent $400. Oh man, let's get to it now. Okay, so Adrien Broner posts last night on his page this mysterious guy, goon dude on his page with the braids, and homie looked like he's not even there. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. Adrien Broner says in his caption, this guy stole AB phone and was hitting people in the DM, stole over 50K. This guy must go down. He's dangerous as fuck. He made a post on the story saying baddies follow him. Wow. He has bad intentions and could plot and possibly do something harmful. I urge everyone to be safe from this monster in Las Vegas. Please help. Okay. So, what's crazy about this, man, and what's spooky about this, run the likes up too. That's another thing. When you come in the room, run the likes up. I'm gonna go through all the IG posts because it's multiple posts. Okay, so here go the first picture, right? And then here go the next picture. You know what I'm saying? And this is all alleged. I don't know, because you got people in the comments saying AB scamming and all that. We're gonna get to that. And Cameron is saying in the comments he sent $400. Okay, Cameron, probably got finessed out of 400, thinking that he was sending it to AB allegedly, and homeboy right here got AB phone and allegedly got control of the digital currency apps like the Cash App and the Zells, and allegedly. All right, we don't know, but this is what's being reported on AB's page. So we don't know if AB posted it or whoever posted it, his handlers or whatever. But I'm gonna get Flat on the line and ask Flat, what's his assessment on this. And then this is another post. I guess this is homie, but then here go, this is a post, right? So this post right here, I don't know what's going on. Is that AB fighting with homie? I don't know, because then there's somebody else that got braids behind, I guess, alleged AB. I don't know who. I can't even say if that's AB with the black on. You dig? It just, nah, that can't be AB, because AB ain't got no dreads. So now, already had him dizzy, put him in a headlock, and told somebody, I can't read the rest of that. It got cut off. So I don't know what's going on. Run the lights up. Now we're going to go through the comments, all right? Hit me up, 310. You know what I'm saying? We could talk Sheff G. We could talk AB. We could talk, at this point, AB got to get help. At this point, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to go get AB. My man, that rock with Cam and all that, he already did that. So I don't know if he want to do it again. I'm going to try to reach out to him again and see if he want to, I guess, put up AB and make sure AB's, in the clear. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go to your comments too, but let's go to the comments on AB page. So look, okay. First comment I see, Cameron, I sent $400. Then you see somebody else say, and they got a lot of comments. Why it matter to you if he's a celebrity or not. You pushing 40, hating on IG, so they getting at each other in the comments. But I seen some interesting comments. Oh, AB scamming, trying to cover up using a BS story. Okay, somebody put that. Then somebody responded. Same thing I said. He probably broke. Dude ought do off to be the fall guy. Laughing out loud. Tell me why this is exactly what I thought too. Okay, so people in the comments are saying AB made this fraudulent post and he's scamming people out of money and he's blaming it on dude. Okay, so it goes, if he stole the phone, who snapped the picture of him? Put a dude in a headlock. This is clickbait. Yeah, I don't mean to laugh, but you know, people are comedians. Let's get hold on 1 second, brother. Let me make sure you tapped in. Hold on, brother. Hold on. You on point as always. Hold on 1 second. I get AB picture up in a minute. Let me just put the Sheff G post up. We got my brother JR on the line. JR, what's the word, man? Talk to me, man.
What's going on, brother? What's going on, man? Peace, M.Reck, peace, Reck Mob, and peace, SJ, man. This is crazy work, nasty work out here right now.
Oh man, it is so crazy. Hold on. Let's address the Sheff G thing first, and then we're gonna go into the AB thing because I want to get the picture on the screen when you you know, when you're addressing the AB situation. All right. So let's
All right.
Let's talk Sheff G turning himself in for attempted murder, man. What's your thoughts on that? You know?
Well, I mean, look, man, the man, you know, he ain't put nobody else in the dirt. He's taking his time. It's a shame because he's just taking off.
Yeah.
Really taking off. So that's the way it always goes down. These guys start taking off, and then they come back to haunt them, one way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you know how we do. I always take this, what's going on with these guys, and I spin it to the life. For us people that's doing the day-to-day life out here. Use these guys as an example that your past is always going to catch up with you. Try and keep your nose as clean as possible, man, because this is a shame. It's a shame, you know what I'm saying? But I will say this: thank God that the brother, took care of his business, did everything the judge was telling him to do, and 5 years can turn into 3. So he doing state, right? He doing state, not fed, right?
I don't know. I know they said he's going to be on the island for a little while. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah, so he doing state then. He doing state then. If he going to the island, he doing state. So state, he can definitely be home in 3, because the feds, they want 80%. You know what I mean? They want 80% of that time, but if he going to the state, he could definitely be home. If he's sitting on the island doing and keeping quiet, keeping his nose clean, he could probably be home in about 2.5, 3. Let's pray for the brother that that's what happens,
Nah, that's a fact, good brother. You know what I mean? Hopefully everything out for him.
The judge don't normally say things like that. That was interesting that the judge was like, oh, he's been doing everything he's supposed to do. He followed all my instructions. He started to put himself into the community. When the judge say things like that, that's a good sign. I'll put it like that.
Correct.
So
correct.
As long as he keeps his nose clean on the island or wherever they sending him. If they sending him to the island they normally keep you no more than 3 years before they ship you up north. So, let's just pray for that. Like I said, hopefully he come home soon. That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'm with you. Run the likes up, Rec Mall. We live on YouTube, Facebook, as well as my channel, Troy Yab channel. We're gonna pivot right into this Adrien Broner situation. This is a crazy situation. It's ongoing. and at this point, I'm gonna have to go grab him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to go out to Vegas, you know what I'm saying, and go grab him, you know what I mean, and get his self together, then get him back in training because I think he got a few years left in him. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? you know, for another fighter. So, but hold on, let's get this AB situation on the screen. Let's get this on the screen. I'm gonna have to make this a little bigger, but hold on one second. Matter of fact, we keep it with Sheff G because AB, I'm gonna have to resize it. But JR, man, what are we doing with this AB situation, man? Somebody allegedly stole this phone. Okay.
That sounds very alleged. I'm just gonna tell you. It sounds extremely alleged. Like, I don't know how much I'm putting. How much I wouldn't put no money on it. That's how I say it. that's how I say it, bro. That just sounds extremely alleged, dog.
Damn, man.
AB sound like he need direction, bro. Look, man, I get what you're saying, and I think that's a positive mindset to have where you like, yo, he may have something left in the tank, or whatever. But one thing that's true, bosses need a direction when the lights go out. When you're done on that stage, you need a direction, bro. And you know, I just don't see it for AB. And the sad thing for AB, I don't think he got everything out of his tank. Like most times when a fighter stops fighting, it's because you know he got the animal or the fire beat out of him. You see what I'm saying? I don't feel like AB got that. You know what I'm saying? So he's holding on to that part. He's out here trying to still be AB that he was before. He's fighting with a lot. He's fighting with a lot of demons. He needs to find an outlet, and somebody needs to take that brother and say, yo, listen, this is what you need to do, and it'd be a good path for him. Because I don't know, man. He on a treacherous path right now. That's all I can say.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say with this, right? I had to resize the picture. I don't really know what to say. This is the guy he got posted on his Instagram that he said alleged stole his phone. So who the hell is this?
He looking spooky.
Yeah, he looks spooky.
Yeah. Facts, bro. He looked real suspect. I don't know what's going on with I don't know what's happening. How son got your phone? If it was something true, how he got your phone? Like, I don't know what's going on. AB got a lot. Like, there's more questions than answers right here. I'm gonna just tell you the truth.
Nah, this is a fact. I'm trying to understand what the hell is going on. Now, who is this? Because AB don't have no braids or dreads, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? Because whoever.
No.
Hey, yo, bro. What the fuck is going on? I just had to curse. Like, what is going on, man? This is wild. This is spooky. And this is in Vegas, mind you, in the casino. This looked like the Strat. I was just at the Strat. You feel me? This looked like the Strat hotel. The fact that it's going down like this in the Strat hotel, this is just diabolical all the way around, man. Somebody said that's Deontay West. It's more crazy. That's crazy. That's nuts. Literally, that's wild.
Yo.
And who the is in the headlock? You know what I'm saying?
I have no clue. Like I said, the whole situation is looking awful crazy right now. Look, that's why I say it's extremely alleged. Everything going on over there is extremely alleged, bro.
This is crazy, bro.
I ain't vouching for none of that's going on over there.
Nobody. I don't even think AB knows what's going on. Like, but at the same time, who is taking these pictures and posting them to his eyes? You feel me? Like, and then look, son is manhandling son with the braids, right? And he looked at the camera like, yeah, you got a good picture? Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do to you, AB or whoever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And did they get Cam for 400? They beat out the Cam?
That's what Cam said in the comments. Cam said, I sent 400 and he left the mad emojis. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know, let me screenshot that real quick. Hold on, I got you. Let me put this on the Summer Jam screen. You know, we got that on the Summer Jam screen. Let's get and Cam comment on the Summer Jam screen. This is somebody said WWE. Yeah,
You know, I hate to say it, man.
WWE.
I ain't gonna hold you. I hate to say it, but doesn't this kind of seem like, you know, some fiend moves? I mean, this got fiend. Yo, hold on. I'm just being honest. Like, this kind of got the fiend energy going on, God.
JR said this shit got fiend vibes all written all over it.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? You know when you see the dude that's outside the Walmart and son talking about he got the 50-inch screen. And, man. I don't know, man. It got some definite fiend energy going on, dog. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a band, bro. Like,
damn.
Yo, I say it ain't so, AB, but that's why I'm trying to tell you, AB. Yo, I don't want to see you get hurt. You know, you got a lot of boys in that boxing game right now. That's putting that pain in, son.
Yeah.
Like on some. And I'm just saying, man, AB, you heavy now. You can't go back down to 130, 135 or 130, because that's where you did your work at. That's where you caught wreck at. As soon as you went up to 140, they put hands and feet on you. Let's keep it 100. What big fight did AB win once he went to 140? I'll wait for somebody to name it. I'm gonna tell you right now, it doesn't exist.
I don't even know.
Madonna put hands on him.
Yeah, that was the first one. That was his first album. And it got spooky from there.
Madonna put hands on them, and everybody else who jumped in the ring with him was putting hands and feet on him after that. So it's like, where we going with this, man? Like,
yo, the Rec Mall with this shit real quick. We got to get with the shit. The Rec Mall giving Eddie Kane vibes. Nights like
this.
I don't mean to laugh, but come on, you know the Rec Mall, they with the shit. I'm with the shit. We love AB, but look, it's like you said, it's giving Fiend vibes. Nigga said it's giving Eddie Kane vibes. Nigga said it's giving Dante West vibes. You know, like, it's spooky. It's giving spooky vibes across the board.
Yo, what does it feel like to be me?
Say that again, JR.
What does it feel like to be me?
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? You know that's what Eddie Kane said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He said that the Flash. Yo, run the likes up. This is the wildest shit. Flat tap in. Rec Mob tap in. But me and JR gonna hold it down regardless. But I'm looking at this shit like, yo, is this shit really happening, man? Because I woke up, like, I dozed off yesterday, right? And this is like the first thing that came down my timeline. I'm like, who is this? I see it on like, and look at son, man, you know, no disrespect, like you said, giving Fiend vibes. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, man. It's giving Gator vibes. Remember Gator from what's that? Spike Lee movie. What was that? What was that? Mo Better Blues, or which one was it? Remember Samuel Jackson played Gator, the crackhead and shit. What drug, y'all?
But that was the Mo Better Blues, though. Wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Mo Better.
That Crooklyn?
Jungle Fever. That's what
Jungle
it was.
Fever. Oh, it's the
Salute to Black Butterfly. Facts. It was one of them joints because you know Spike got a gang of those.
No, it was Jungle Fever. Jungle
Fever. Yeah.
I always say that, man. Spike Lee's a genius for that movie too, because he disguised what that movie was really, because it was really about the crack. You know what I'm saying? He disguised it. You know what I'm saying? But it was really a movie that he was trying to alert people to the crack. To be honest with you, but that was a good movie on the low. You know what I mean? But damn, dog, he's like, yo, he's giving Samuel L. Jackson crackhead vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
that shit crazy, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's a bad look, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, like I said, I was praying. I was hopeful for AB, because just last week, you know, son had came through and, you know, took accountability. Seemed like he was in his right mind. And now you back to some shenanigans. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Run the likes up, Rec Mob. What I'm gonna do is JR Hold That Thought. I'm gonna tap in with Flat, get his thoughts on the whole situation.
Damn,
And
I know he gonna be hurt.
Yeah,
but y'all, yeah, man.
Nah, man.
Yo, Wreck Mob, peace, y'all, and peace, M.Reck, and peace, SJ, man. And let's pray for AB.
Yeah,
man.
let's pray for AB. That's the only thing we could do. I don't know who is this. Deontay West looking nigga. That's in the headlock. That's beating everybody allegedly for cash apps and yeah. I don't know. What the
look, but he do look like he's from Cincinnati, so it might be one of his mans. Then he got a Cincinnati fiend look.
For that one. You ride for that one. You got that off. I ain't gonna hold you. Yo, JR, my brother, salute, King. All right.
Yo, what, brother?
Yo. Let's get it. The line's on fire. We gonna get to this next caller. Peace.
Yo, peace, right?
Flat, what's the word, King? Salute.
Salute, my brother. Ain't nothing, man. I'm just catching up on the story, man. Know what I'm saying? Like, this is a hurtful situation, bro.
Very,
know what I'm saying? Because
very hurtful, man.
Yeah. And you know, we New York dudes, so we find the funny part and everything.
Yeah, that's
know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? Like,
It's a real situation, though. You know what I'm saying?
It is. I was listening to y'all though. You and bro that was just up here. Y'all had me laughing.
My man JR. Yeah, it's my man JR.
JR.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, man. Y'all had me laughing, son.
What part had you laughing though? We're gonna get to the serious part.
It said fiend vibes, son. I said, yo, I ain't gonna lie, son. He's definitely giving some type of fiend vibes. I seen Eddie Kane. They said Eddie Kane vibes in the comments.
Eddie Kane vibes? That shit got it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah,
that
was crazy.
I ain't gonna hold you. But what I want to do, Flat, and I was thinking about you. I want to go grab AB. I want to, me and you fly down and just grab AB and put him in a hotel for a couple of months. Get him right, just get him clean first, and then maybe get to the training, or we may have to put him in a rehab. What you thinking, Flat?
I'm agreeing with you, bro, because this is one of the, and this is something for the kids to watch. You know what I'm saying? Because we all pray that we make it big in whatever field we in. You know what I'm saying? And AB achieved that at one point. You know what I'm saying? But his fall from grace is I don't think I ever seen, at least in this era, I haven't seen a fall from grace like his. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the kids got to take note of this, and whoever is mentoring, whether it's a boxing trainer or a basketball coach or a teacher, whoever, they should use this as a point of reference. You know what I'm saying? To show the kids, like, yo, listen, you can make it to the top, but you got to be able to handle what's up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't let the hardships of life, because we all fall short. You know what I'm saying? Like, in certain areas. Yeah, bro. So we can't let that bring us down to such a point where we start acting out. Like, even with the situation with Cam, we never said AB wasn't wrong. We never said AB shouldn't take accountability. Right. But we just was talking about what Cam did to somebody who's in a state that AB was in was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
But we never said AB wasn't wrong for for spiraling out like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Nah,
I mean, I spoke to homies that's close to that situation, and they get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They get it. But a lot of the glazes in the comments, you know what I'm saying, they was on some, like, we was trying to make an excuse for AB, like AB is not a grown man. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We more so like in that state of mind, AB don't even know what's really going on. So, for anybody to put him on a platform, you know, is we looked at it like, you know, he was being exploited, you know what I mean? But, you know, they said that wasn't the case.
Right.
And that's that. We're gonna move forward, you know, salute to them, they family, you know what I mean? It is
Right.
what it is. Sin City, Cam, Mace, salute to them over there, Treasure, you know what I mean? It's all love.
Yeah.
Over here, you know, let the sparks fly, MRecktv is all love, you know what I'm saying? But
That's a fact.
AB is family too at the same time. You
That's
know what I
a
mean?
fact, bro.
So yeah.
So I was even saying, right, like, so people got to remember, because even I was listening to JR, that's his name, right?
Yep.
JR, that was just on
Yes,
the
yes, sir.
I was listening to him. He was saying how AB, most of his success was when he was in the smaller weights. We moved up to 140, 147, because when he moved up to 147, that's when he lost to Marcos Madonna. You know what I'm saying? So people got to remember, right? When he lost to Madonna, first of all, it was a shock because we had him on such a high level at that time, right? But when he lost, he showed a lot of heart. You know what I'm saying? Like he never laid down. He didn't get knocked out. He lost by decision. He did get dropped a few times. You know what I'm saying? But he kept fighting through it. You know what I'm saying? So it showed that he had the heart. You know what I'm saying? It just looked like he underestimated, bro, or you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't prepared. You know what I'm saying? Now, people also gotta remember Floyd Mayweather, it said that Floyd Mayweather paid him step aside money because he's supposed to get the rematch with Madonna. You know what I'm saying? AB was supposed to rematch Madonna, but Floyd paid him step aside money. And if you remember, after that, that's when Floyd fought Madonna, right after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and they ended up.
You know what's so crazy that you said that, because I thought Floyd fought Madonna first, so it was after.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, it was right after, because it was supposed to be a rematch between AB and Madonna. You know what I'm saying? But Floyd paid him, I think it was like 1 point something million for him to step aside. And Floyd took that fight. And remember, it was a close fight. It was a good fight with Floyd. They ended up doing a rematch. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you look at it from a different perspective, imagine if AB would have took the rematch, right? Redeemed himself, you know what I'm saying, and been back on top of the world. Everything probably would have been different. Because if you remember, Reck, you remember at that time, that's when I was out there in Vegas. I was training with Floyd and them, and you know, I had my little run-in with AB. You know what I'm saying? And I thought him and Floyd, because they was having a little back and forth, and I was rocking with Floyd. I'm part of Floyd team at that time, so I'm thinking it's up. I'm thinking it's up with AB and them. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So at that time, I had a misconception of how, you know, I was younger. I'm thinking it's all out war, but come to find out, they never really had beef like that. You know what I'm saying? Floyd and AB. But it just go back to what I'm saying. If Floyd wasn't I can't even blame it on Floyd, because Floyd did what he had to do. If AB wouldn't have took the 1 point some million to step aside, and he would have got his rematch and avenged his loss, I think his career would have been totally different right now. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I mean, you know, it's crazy with the universe. You know, every move you make change the trajectory of your life. You understand what I'm saying? Every decision. You know, so like you said, that was a great assessment on the whole Madonna Floyd situation. You know, imagine if AB would have took the rematch and redeemed himself. And
his whole career probably would have been different, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, definitely. Nah, that's a dope assessment, Flat. What I'm gonna do, you could tap back in, right? We got some more callers. Matter of fact, hold on.
Sure.
They gonna probably call back. I seen 661 or something, but they gonna call back. But you good. So
Yo, Reck, I wanna not to cut your wisdom off, right? But I wanna throw this out there, right? I want us to do something like this, right? It's just a little idea.
That's
you know
good.
what I'm saying? With how we could break down boxing, right? We could start looking at fighters.
Hold on 1 second, Flat. Let me just tell everybody, hit the like button. We live with my brother David Flat Sparks. Okay. 1/2 of Let the Sparks Fly. Make sure you hit the like button. We live on YouTube, Facebook, my channel, Troy Yab channel. Run the likes up. Like button costs you nothing. Okay. Flat, you got the floor. I like that idea. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. So boom, right? Because this just came to my mind when I just broke down what the step aside money. Because really, that set off a chain reaction in AB career, bro. Know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it all dates back. It's like some spooky hour shit, bro. It dates back. This whole downfall date back to him losing that fight. Him taking a step aside money and not avenging his loss, and everything spiraled downhill after that. Know what I'm saying? So we could start looking at fighters that, you know, career went left, and we could date back to what happened in their career to make it spiral out of control, because it's all a timeline, bro. And that's ill, right? Because I just thought about it, and you know, it come back to the spooky hours. You know what I'm saying?
That's ill, right?
Even we could go back to Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? We go back to Tyson with the Buster Douglas. Yeah,
that's ill.
bro.
That's ill. We got a coin. We got to find an ill name to coin that. Maybe, you know, not back in time, but something to that effect. You know, but dealing with boxing. Let's brainstorm on that. Let's fire. We're gonna do that today. I build with you today on that. That's ill. That's ill.
Yeah, right.
I like that. That's ill. Salute to you. That's fire. You cooking with grease on that. You know what I'm saying?
You know how we do, right? We be on that frequency. Our mind be moving. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Nah, that's a fact. So look, hold that thought, because I want you could tap back in. I'm
here though. I'm here.
Yep. And tap back in.
I got you.
All right, bro.
I got you, brother.
Peace. Bye-bye. Let's get it. This is the livest show. Run the likes up. We talking AB. We talking Sheff G. Okay, my man worked for it. I believe on the line. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, man?
What's going on, family?
What's up, brother? Hey, man. I just wanted to speak about the AB situation.
Okay.
I was in Vegas this weekend. Me and my wife.
This weekend that just passed?
Yeah.
Okay.
This past weekend. We were in Vegas. There at the Orleans Hotel. It's off the strip. You know, it's off the strip. It's, you know, kind of like an off one. But we were there. And we were just, you know, walking around gambling and stuff. And then I seen AB, and he was walking around just by himself. And he had, you know, like some black basketball shorts and a black shirt. And I'm like, hey, man, that's AB right there, you know? So I went up to AB, started chopping it up with him. He went over there, sat with us for like 10 minutes. He seemed cool. But, you know, I felt kind of bad for the guy, because for the next 2 days, dog, I seen him out there, and he was wearing the same gear, like same shirt, same shorts.
Shit.
You know, I felt bad for AB, man. Everyone's making a joke about it, but I seen him, dog, and, you know, you just feel for the guy, dog. You're like, hey, man, like, you're just thinking to yourself, hey, man, that ain't cool, you know? And I asked him about boxing, if he's going to get back up and fight. He says there's nothing scheduled, but he wants to and plans on fighting. But, you know, you can see his face, man, and it looks like he's worn down. And, you know, if you see him in person, you don't feel like bagging on the cat. You feel like you want to, like, pray for the cat, and you feel bad for the guy. You know what I mean? So it's most likely at that hotel, because he was staying there, big dog. You know what I mean? So, you know, just wanted to share a little bit of that with you guys.
Nah, I appreciate that, man. So you was just out in Vegas, just enjoying a weekend with your lady? Was y'all gambling?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And he said he said he's been there since the Crawford fight.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he
because
hasn't left since then.
we saw him in Vegas at that time. You know what I mean?
And that's what he said. He said, "Yeah, man, I've been here since the Crawford fight." I was
Wow.
like, okay. And what kind of caught me off guard was we like the Orleans because it's it's kind of like a smaller scale casino. So to see him just roaming around there the whole time, I'm like, damn, like what's he doing here? You know what I mean? He's just walking around solo, bro, just on his phone, looking around. And no one was really going up to him and talking to him, or he had no boys or anything with him. And I just it tripped me out the next day only because I seen him in the same gear. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, like, regardless of who it is, brother, like, even if they blew it on their own, even if they messed up on their own, you still don't want to see that, dog, for anybody, and but yeah, man, it was right there, dog. So I'm pretty sure by looking at that flooring, it's probably still at the Orleans Hotel, and that's where it happened at. You know what I mean? So yeah, it kind of sucks, big dog. It's kind of not a cool one.
Man, yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get me and my team out there to look for AB, and you know what I mean, and try to get him back on his feet, get him back in his right state of mind and all that. I'm gonna make some calls, man, because at this point, I don't want to hear no bad news. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's how I felt, man. After I left, probably like the next day, after I was talking to him, I seen him walking by, and I didn't want to bug him or nothing like that. So I was like, whatever. But when we were leaving Vegas, I kept telling myself, man, I should have spoke to him about something else, and maybe about God or something. I don't know. He was just on my mind, for like the whole day, dog. You know what I mean? Because I was like, man, I hated seeing him like that. I hated seeing him like that, especially when you see a guy in the same clothes for 3 days. He ain't doing good, right? And
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So he's probably still there, big dog. You know what I mean? And he's probably still at that spot.
Yeah,
so if you guys want to see some cats over there,
I'm about to make some calls. No, I'm about to make some calls on a serious note. See if my
I would
people
look there.
Track them down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would look there. You know what I mean? So he was there for 3 days while I was there, so he's probably still there because he was going back up to his room and all that stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure he has like a little spot there for a little bit. You know what I mean?
What was the name of the hotel?
Pricey.
What was the name of the hotel again?
The Orleans.
Okay, got you.
Orleans, yeah.
I'm on it. Appreciate you.
Yeah, brother. Hey, man, I'm glad you're covering it, and hopefully everybody could kind of get off the boat of just like ragging on the cat and try to speak some life into the guy.
Nah, that's
a fact.
fact.
Regardless of how he is or how he was, regardless, he's still a human. He's still a man. You know what I mean? So we got to take care of each other, man.
Nah, that's a fact. It's just the posts, whoever that is on there, the Rec Mob was saying it's giving fiend vibes, and
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. No, I get it, man.
Yeah.
I get it. But when I was there and we were talking, just conversating, he didn't. It's not like he was asking for money or he didn't want anyone to feel bad for him. We were just talking. You know what I mean? And So, but hey, anything's possible. I get it. I know, but it didn't look like he was. It didn't look like he was like, I don't know, like down that bad to where he would try to throw something like that out there. You know what I mean? So, but hey, who knows? I'm not saying it's not possible, but like I said, regardless of what it was, if people could help, man, we can help. I ain't a rich guy, man. I just work a regular job. But if you find him, you got my number. Send me a text.
I got you.
If I can shoot him, whatever I can shoot you to help him, man,
Nah, it's all love. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
I'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
But
no problem, bro.
I think we'll handle it. But if we need that help, I'll let you know. You feel me?
Yeah, no problem, man. Okay.
All right.
Sounds good, man.
My brother.
You guys have a blessed day.
Have a great day.
Okay.
All right.
You too, brother. Okay.
Man, people got love for AB, man. You see that? We got love for him. You know, that's why we spoke about, you know, myself, David Flat Sparks, Blue Blood Sports TV. When the Cam situation happened, we spoke on the behalf of that because we was there. We saw AB, and you know, we got a show too. We got a sports show. We do content, and we didn't produce any content to, you know, exploit that man. And as you can see, people out there seen AB this weekend. You know, shouts to the homie, he worked for it. He saw AB while he was out there with his wife, and AB was out there the whole weekend with the same clothes on. You know, and that's sad, man. You know, this is a champion, you know. So let's get back to the Sheff G situation, because I see people coming in here asking me about it. I'm gonna go into that real quick. I'm gonna play the news clip, and then I'm taking calls. Call me up 310-692-9055. If y'all call me, I'm gonna do it anyway, but call me up if you feel like M.Reck and the Let the Sparks Fly, the whole MRecktv need to go down there and get AB. Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of people, celebrities that watch his play, that watch his page on IG. Let me know, because, you know, Vegas is a hot skip and a jump. I'm gonna do it anyway, but let me know, man, because some people, they saying some things like, no, that's just only gonna enable him. When you see somebody need help, sometimes it's just about getting them help. You know what I'm saying? And then also getting them the right help. You feel me? And you may have to be a little insertive about it. You know what I mean? I wanted to use the word aggressive, but you know, just a little bit more assertive about helping them. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to wake up or later on hear breaking news of something sad. Okay? And that's where I'm at with it. Peace, caller.
Yeah, just real quick, I just wanted to say this.
Nah, you good.
This is
Yeah.
JR, my bad, my
Yeah,
bad,
you
brother.
good.
This is
You
JR for the
good.
low. I just wanted to say this real quick. Two things. One, shout out to Flats. And I thought that what he said was extremely impactful. And was exactly the tone that needed to be struck. So shout out to him.
Salute.
And the second thing, I just wanted to respond to the last brother and to what you're saying right now. I appreciate both of y'all brothers. And I do think that if you can help AB, that you should. You know what I mean? I think that we all got to start doing that for each other, period. You know what I mean? I know sometimes it feels like that if you know, when you're going down to help somebody who may have, you know, alcohol abuse or other substance abuses, it can seem like a daunting task. But people have come back from the brink before. You know what I'm saying? They just sometimes need a little bit of help. And he does got a lot of love out here, because you know, we was joking and everything, and although we was joking, it's just the master, kind of the pain. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put this in perspective. We wasn't joking at AB situation. We was just joking at the posts of whoever it had fiend vibes all over it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna laugh. You know what I mean? If the post was fiendish, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
And it is what it is. But we wasn't laughing at AB situation. I want people to understand that. No, you know what I mean?
Facts.
And we're gonna take accountability. We take accountability. It wasn't laughing at AB being, you know, a substance abuser allegedly. You know, we know what it is, but you know, we still got to say allegedly, you know, to protect the platform. You know,
and I don't want people in the comments either, man. You know, I know when we typing on these keyboards and all of that, there's no accountability for that. So people say a lot of crazy things, man. But I just want everybody, man, talk on them keyboards like if you see money in his face. You know, if you wouldn't say that to the dude's face, don't put it in the comments, man.
Right.
You know, we love AB, man, and if we can help, that goes for all of us. I'm with the brother, man. If the dude needs some help, if I can try to put something through, hit me up, man.
You already
and that's you know, that's a silent thing. You know how I move anyway. That's a silent thing, because you know, that brother, he was a champion, and beyond even him being a champion, he's a black brother that, you know, we don't want to see go out sad. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
I don't want to clog your airways up.
No, you good. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call my man who originally put AB up when that whole situation happened with Cam, because he had to put AB up in the hotel and all that after the interview, because the people that was with AB, his handlers at the time left him at Cam's studio.
Damn.
So my man was like, yo, Reck, I had to put him in a hotel, put some money in his pocket and all. I'm going to get my man on the phone. He probably don't even want to speak. But I'll just be like, yo, son, I'm not going to reveal your name, but let the people know how real it is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can hear it from somebody that essentially, you know, was holding AB down for, you know, a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because he had him in the hotel for weeks on end. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So yeah, so
That's crazy,
I'm gonna call him now. He probably gonna be like, "Come on, Reck, don't," you know what I mean? But I'm just like, "Yo, I'm also just trying to give the people more insight on the situation. This is not about no content, and because I'm not gonna say your name and all that. If he wanna mention his name, cool. But I know that's some G'd up shit. The fact that he, you know, made sure AB was straight for the few weeks that he was down there, because he's not, you know, he's moving around. You know what I'm saying? So he happened to be in Vegas for a couple of weeks, and he like, yo, you know, I'm gonna make sure AB straight while I'm down here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think what you're doing is positive, and I'm with you. I want you to go down there. So you know, you ask, like, you know, people call up and my vote is go down there.
Okay.
If you can grab that brother, and even put a bug in his ear, whether it be with you and David Flats, whether it be with or Blue Bullet Sports, or whether it be with Cam. Give him the play, man. Yo, listen, you need to use your talent at this point and figure out a spot to kind of start rebranding and rebuilding yourself, and let that other stuff go, man. You know,
That's
go.
a fact. AB still got a career, whether he don't have to be a boxer. He could be a commentator. You know, AB has a lot of character. You know what I'm saying? He's very, you know, like, listen, he's a movie. You know what I'm saying? So imagine AB giving us commentary on this Jake Paul Tank fight. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, I was twisted in Vegas. I seen this nigga Jake Paul looking flabby and sick. He can't fuck with Tank. You know what I mean? You feel me? So, you know, but yeah, so I'ma definitely do my due diligence and you know, and I'm going to make a move anyway. I gotta fly out to the West Coast anyway, so I probably have to put that in my stop some way, somehow. You know what I mean? So
all right, good brother, man. We got you in prayer, and we got AB in prayer, man. Love to the Rec Mob. Let's get them likes up, y'all. Let's do it. I'll talk to you, Breck.
No doubt, JR. Appreciate you, my brother.
One, brother.
One. Let's get it, Rec Mob. All right, I'm gonna go to this Sheff G. If you know, update. They gonna keep calling. Hold on 1 second. Peace.
What's up, Breck?
Hold on 1 second, good brother. I want to get to this. I got you, Jose. I want to get to this Sheff G, because people came in here asking about the whole Sheff G situation. So let me get that rocking for the people real quick. But yeah, give me your assessment on, you know, whether it's Sheff G or the AB situation. Let's get it.
No, I'm out here in Vegas now. I just got home off the road. You know, I got the big ranch with the pool in the backyard. So you know, I got a spot for that ninja if he need to lay it down for a little while. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, that's love. So that's so what we're gonna do is, we gonna definitely be in contact with you. Make sure you hit me. You got my business.
Man, I lost all your other numbers. But you got my number right here. Just lock my number in right here. If you run across that ninja, y'all know somebody know where he at, let me know. Or y'all can pick that nigga up and bring him to my crib. I stay by myself with the big rat.
Yeah,
I put that nigga up till he get himself together. You know what I'm talking about?
That's love. So that's ill. So that's what we probably may do, because you know we need somebody.
Right, and I'm in Vegas, so
yeah.
If y'all get in touch with him, be like, man, we got to take you to the safe house. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, a pool in the backyard. You can't be wilding, or I might beat him down.
Nah, don't do that. Now you come on, leave right now. Give me a cheap shot over.
He can't be having no pool parties in the ranch.
No doubt. So this is what I'm gonna do.
But if y'all find him, you can hit me up. Be like, hey, B, we got a safe house for you. Nigga, we gonna take you over my boy house, and he gonna let you chill. I got a
Mhm. No doubt, no doubt. That's G'd up. That's no doubt. I got no doubt. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play this Chef G news update for the people, and then you can tap in. I'm gonna take some more callers on this AB situation, but I got your number, and I'm gonna keep you posted. You know what I mean with everything. All right. Okay. Appreciate you. Salute. Peace. Let's get it, y'all. Salute to the Rec Mob. See, the Rec Mob, I'm definitely doing a nonprofit, but I'm building that as we speak. You see, me and the Rec Mob, we care about our people. You know what I'm saying? I only met AB a few times, but regardless of what, he a champion. But all my peoples know him. You know what I'm saying? From Flat to Blue to Cam and all my peoples know him. So we're gonna make sure AB right. You know what I mean? So let's get to the Chef G situation. We're gonna spin back on his AB info, and yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Salute to the Rec Mall. Run the lights up. This is the livest show. And we not doing this for no brownie points. This is what we do for our brothers. This is what we do for our sisters. This is what we do for the kids. This is what we do for the misfortunate. For the misfortunate. Okay? We here. Let's get to the Chef G. They got commercials. Give me a second, y'all.
Founding father of Brooklyn drill music and also a gangland godfather. Brooklyn rapper Sheff G turned himself in for a 5-year prison sentence today, and only Arlisa Evers was inside of the courtroom to watch this all go down. She's now outside of the courthouse in Brooklyn right now with this Fox 5 exclusive. Lisa.
Well, Bianca, it was an emotional morning for the family, friends, supporters, and fans of multi-platinum rapper Sheff G this morning here at Brooklyn State Supreme Court. Our Fox 5 camera was the only one on hand outside and both inside the courtroom as Sheff G turned himself in to face the consequences of a gang conspiracy conviction. Now, this morning, Michael Williams, better known as the wildly popular drill and sexy drill rapper Sheff G, was surrounded by his devoted girlfriend, family, and his supporters as he walked into Brooklyn State Supreme Court to surrender and begin a 5-year prison term. Inside the packed courtroom, Supreme Court Justice Danny Chun explained that Sheff G had pleaded guilty to attempted murder and conspiracy in one of Brooklyn's biggest gang conspiracy cases, but that he was never a trigger puller himself. The judge noted, for the record, that the rapper and former gang leader had complied with all court regulations during his nearly 18 months on parole, had been productive, and built his career. I caught up with him a few minutes before he went inside, and here's what he told me.
Just the last word for the kids. Your big message for the kids from this summer.
For this summer, stay safe, be safe, play safe, and do everything that you dream about. Win a circle.
Okay.
Now, since he's after the hearing, I spoke with his attorney, Arthur Idala, who said that even though no one would want a 5-year prison term if they could avoid it, it could have been much, much worse, and that with the counts that he pleaded guilty to, he could have been facing decades behind bars. As for tonight, as for what's next for Sheff G, tonight he'll be spending the time in Rikers Island. He may be there for several weeks, and Idala says that after that he'll be transferred to an upstate prison, but they don't know which prison that will be yet.
Peace. Salute to the Rec Mob. I gave you that update with Sheff G for the second time. Now we're gonna get back to AB because this is a serious situation, and I'm gonna go back to this right here to the AB situation. Okay, so if you're new to the room or you just tuning into the room, make sure you hit that subscribe. This MRecktv live is a vibe, okay? And also, this is also Let the Sparks Fly edition, the live edition. I have my brother David Flat Sparks tap in. I'm gonna have him tap back in. So now with this AB situation, right? AB has this post on his page. It went up like last night about, I want to say evening time, maybe like 8. I believe. So Adrien Broner post in his caption. This guy stole AB phone and was hitting people in the DM, stole over 50K. This guy must go down. He's dangerous as fuck. He made a post on the story saying baddies follow him. He has bad intentions and could possibly do something harmful. I urge everyone to be safe from this monster in Las Vegas. Please help. See, now we got to pay attention to detail. Please help, right? Outside of everything that's going on, yeah, this shit looks spooky. It looks wild. The man or whoever wrote this on Adrien Broner IG account said, please help. Asking for help, y'all. You know, run the likes up. And me being somebody of my, caliber and just having integrity and just a heart of gold. When I saw AB, the last time when, we was down there a few weeks ago, I was very disturbed that people would have him out there like that, in that drunken state, couldn't hold himself up. Like my man JR said, he had the Bambi legs. You know what I'm saying? His legs was noodles. And I felt sad, man. We all felt sad. Me, Flat, Blue, and AB need help, y'all. At this point, I know Floyd gave AB help a few years ago. And I feel like something is in my spirit saying, Reck, he needs help bad. Like, you know what I mean? Something in my spirit is saying that. So on that note, I'm about to make these calls. But hold on, let me do this. I'm gonna show you how real it is for me. Let me hold on. Let me call a homie real quick. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I got y'all. Hold on. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. Give me a second, because I gotta get somebody on the line so y'all can understand how serious this thing is with AB. Okay. Hold on. Who's calling me? Hold on 1 second. Hello? All right. I don't know who's that. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Oh, 5, 3, 1. Oh, okay. Okay. So they gonna hit back. All right. So I called them. They gonna hit back. All right. So I wanted to give you an update on the seriousness of the AB situation. Okay. So now I want to hear from the people. Call me up on what you think, how we should help AB. I know, but I want some other suggestions. Okay. Rec Mob, call me up. It could be SJ, it could be whoever. Flat, you can call back up. Call me up 310 692 9055. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. call me up and let me know what suggestions you got. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some of y'all dealt with people in these situations, substance abuse, substance abusers and all that. Let me know how should we help AB. You know what I mean? I want to take all advice, suggestions, you know what I mean? Like on some real shit, for real, for real. Cause when I go through this page, right, and I'm gonna go through the comments again, okay, for everybody who just now coming in the room. It's some mysterious dude that's on AB's page, right? He already said this dude stole his phone and he done ran it up and finessed people out of 50K on the digital apps and on DM. And Cameron, you see right here, Cameron says, I sent $400 and he's mad because if that's the case, then that $400 went to homie and didn't go to AB. Cam got finesse out of 400. Hold on 1 second. Peace. Peace. Hello? All right. Let's get it. We live. I'm looking for suggestions right now. Call me up 310-692 9055 because we watch people spiral out of control on the social media. Like it's like AB, and I'm saying this respectfully. It's like AB is becoming like the next Orlando Brown. You understand what I'm saying? You go from this champion, this boxing champion, to now people are looking at you as a laughing meme. And that to me is crazy. Cause it's like, he was on a great trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody thought he was gonna be the next Floyd Mayweather. The two different fighters, but just in terms of, because AB could fight, but then AB had that he had a mean talk game as well. Like Cam said. You know what I mean? World-class boxer. That's a fact. And who's this? Somebody text me. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, my flight information I just got. Okay, so look. I'm not going to be live too long. Let me see what you're saying. Hold on 1 second. Matter of fact, SJ, tap the line real quick, SJ. I'm going to get SJ thoughts on this. I got to hear from my co-host, SJ. SJ, hit the show number. I'm going to kick it with you until the rec mob tap in. Okay? Because I suggest this, right? Go down there, go find them, go clean them up, get them clean, right? Make sure he's eating healthy, and that's the main thing. The first thing you want to do is definitely keep him off the substance, because that's poison to the body. You know what I mean? And get him some good nutrients in the body. You know what I mean? Some fruits, some vitamins, and then get him some shelter. Get him some shelter, and then go from there. I think that's the first thing we'll start with. You feel me? Give me a second. Let me see. Like I said, I'm looking to hear suggestions, man. Cause like I hate to see AB in this state. Like it's only getting worse. Like you gotta understand. We saw 1 second. Peace. Peace. Yo, what's going on, bro? I'm live, so you ain't gotta say your name. You don't want to say your name. Okay? You heard? All right. So if you want to, you can. But I was just letting the rec mob know. We got close to 500 people in the building. I was just letting the rec mob know that it's people that love AB like yourself when after the Cam interview, you put AB in a hotel and put money in his pockets and everything else. Just explain to the people after the Cam interview and all that, how'd you handle the situation so they can hear it from you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, hold on, Pete. Hold on, Pete. You got hold on, King. You gotta say that again. The people couldn't even hear you because I forgot I gotta tap you in. Now you tapped in because I didn't have the app tapped in. Could you go back to the top, bro? Because they said they couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I said after the interview, I made sure he had a hotel room because he was still belligerent a little bit. He was out there by himself. I guess the people y'all saw him with at the Fountain Blue, those are not his core people, like his day ones and none of that. So none of them was with him. So the people that y'all saw him with left him. He was out there with no ID, no phone, no nothing. So I made sure he got a hotel room and he got a phone at like the next day. So I'm not for the internet shit like that.
Yeah.
So people gonna say what they want to say, but the behind the scenes, you know what it was. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
definitely.
for them to think that niggas tried to manipulate him or play him, that wasn't the case. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, when I got to the show, he was there already. So in between that and the time y'all saw him, I don't know who he was with or what he was doing. But once he got in front of us and Cam excused him off the show and he was drunk and all that shit, I made sure he was good because he was out there roaming Vegas with nobody and under the influence.
Got you. Now, I know you held AB down for like a good while after that. You know what I'm saying? Because me and you spoke. You like, yo, Reck, homie, I'm not even in Vegas, and homie is taken care of on the strength of I put him up. You dig what I'm saying? Now, one of my callers was just out in Vegas this weekend and said, yo, they just saw AB out there. And they was out there for a few days, and AB had the same clothes on for 3 days. So I was saying, I'm ready to go get AB, but I don't know how to find him or whatever. I know you was the last person I know that gave AB a phone. But looking at the situation now, AB probably don't even got a phone no more because, according to the Post, his phone was stolen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got wind of that today. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's a fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying, Reck? And for all the shit, the backlash, Cam got and all that shit. But we don't really care about that shit because we are who we are.
Correct.
People got to know everything you see on the internet ain't always what it is in real time. You get what I'm saying?
Correct.
So it's deeper than just the interview and the content that people seeing. You know what I'm saying? Or that's what they want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas trying to help AB in real life shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, we got to find him. I don't know where he at. I don't know what's going on with him.
Well, yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm gonna hit you behind the scenes on that, but that's what we do over here at the Rec Mall. We take care of our peoples and shit like that. Hold on, why y'all keep saying y'all can't hear him? I seen people said they can hear the homie loud and clear. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all hear? Put a thumbs up because I know I got everything right and exact. I'm looking at everything. The first time around, yeah, that was on me. Put a thumbs up if you can hear the homie. You know what I'm saying? Because the homie like to keep himself exclusive because he do shit with integrity. He ain't doing it for no brownie points or to go viral or none of that shit. Okay, thumbs up. Okay, y'all can hear him. Okay, cool. So I know you down. So when I hit you behind the scenes, King, because I'm coming to the West Coast. I'll be flying out tonight, but I gotta handle something. But in the mix of that, I'm gonna hit you and try to figure this AB situation out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hit me. You know that. You got direct contact.
Yeah, I'm gonna need your help. You know what I'm saying? Because that's that's your stomping grounds, Vegas and all that. You know what I mean? That's like, I know you from Harlem and all that, whatever. But I know Vegas, you rock with heavy. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, for sure.
So we gonna do that. I just wanted to let the people know that it was people from, camp and, the whole it is what it is that was holding AB down and so they can really hear from, people that's direct with the situation. You feel me?
Yeah, no question. No question.
That's all. I just didn't want to put your information out there like that. You feel me?
Yeah, no, it's all good. I mean, you my nigga, man. It's just, we got to deal with real life time and stop, going off of, propaganda all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told you, and M.Reck, you my nigga. And shout out to the Rec mob and the whole Rec crew out there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's a very thin line between content and dick sucking. And your shit is content.
Salute.
Your shit is content. You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
When they start crossing the dick sucking line,
yeah,
and making up lies and propaganda, it's a bad thing, man. It's a bad thing.
That's why we different over here. You know what I mean? We stand on principle and we appreciate you understanding that. You know what I'm saying? What they do over there is not what we do over here. You know what I mean? We G'd up over here. You feel me? So
that's a fact.
Look, but on that note, whenever you want to promote something, it don't have to be today. You got the green light. You know what I'm saying? You want to promote something, you want, whatever, or interview. If you want to do that, you got the you got the flow over here. Just hit me up. You got me, you got my direct. You feel me? You got me on speed dial.
You already. You ready?
So look, King, I'm gonna hit you behind the scenes. I'm gonna finish this live up. I just wanted to address this AB situation because it was kind of crazy. I'm looking at the post. I'm like, what the hell is going on? You know what I mean? So that's all. But also, I'm glad we got to clear the air because people didn't know that you directly made sure AB was taken care after the whole Cameron interview and all that. On It Is What It Is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because sometimes in life, Rec, we do shit because of our honor, our valuables, our principles, and morals. You know what I'm saying? Integrity. We don't do it for likes and clicks. So
Facts.
Because I spoke to you, but I don't need to get on the internet and like, oh look, I put AB in a hotel room and all that shit. Like, I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying?
I know that they only know because I said it, and I said it, and I didn't even put a name to it. I'm just letting them know how close I was to the situation. Like you said, I'm not doing shit for content. So when we spoke, it was on family shit. It was like, yo, Rec, what's good? We're homie, because we all family. We know you as family, and we like, nah, niggas got love for AB. You was like, all right, nah, Rec, this the situation, and I was like, all right, we good. I already know. I just wanted, to be filled in. You know what I mean? So now I'm feeling in the Rec mob because they only knew about one side of the story, so now they get to hear the whole side, the whole back end of the story. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And the truth. Now, niggas, from the homie and Cam, they took care of AB. You know what I mean? Sen, you know what I mean? They took care of AB. You know what I mean? And they showed me receipts. They didn't have to, but they showed me receipts. Especially the homie that I'm on the line with. He like, yo, Rec, look, this is what's going on. I know you believe me, but and they the Rec mob know I never lied a day in my life to them and never will. You know what I'm saying? So I just
shout out to the whole Rec mob, man. Shout out to M.Reck. Shout out to the whole Rec mob, man.
You're ready, King. This is what I want you to do. Now, the situation before when I remember when Floyd had reached out to AB when AB was going through something before, like maybe like I want to say probably like 6-7 years ago now, right? Was that through you too? Was you involved with that too?
Yeah. He had his own, he got his own relationship with AB, but AB was going through something, you know, and you know, Floyd made him come out, and you know, I made sure he was good, just like Floyd made sure he was good. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact.
And it is what it is.
Nah, that's a fact. I'm just trying to let people know, like, it's some real ones that's involved holding AB down, that's connected to the Mayweather camp, that's connected to the whole Cameron is what it is, Dipset camp. You know what I mean? Just to let them know, because people don't be knowing what's going on behind the scenes, and people don't even know how much, you know, it's real ones like yourself. I like I said, I don't want to put your business out there because I know how you move. You know what I mean? You move like a ninja. So, but Mayweather get a bad rap and he be holding niggas down. You dig what I'm saying? I know that for a fact.
Yes.
You feel me? You know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. So you know, we here to clear the air with a lot of shit, because there's a lot of fraudulent shit that be going on, and you know, I'm that medium to clear the air with a lot of bullshit. Like, I'm gonna let niggas know, nah,
right.
Nah, it's real ones over here or real ones over there. Nah, you know what I mean? That's why I let them know. I'm like, nah, Cam and them is family. Don't get it twisted. We just, you know what I mean? We just speaking about some shit, some real shit, but we family. Don't that's why Sin came on and let it be known. Nah, you know what I mean? So that's all that is. You know, niggas got history. So but look, it worked. And we about to make some crazy history. That's the ill part. I don't know if you want to give a little taste what's about to happen, but I mean, it's on you if you want to.
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
Let's just pop up, like, you know, like the latest hat trick, and boom, voila, right there.
There you go. There you go. Say less. So look, King, I'm gonna hit you behind the scenes. I'm gonna kick it with a few more Rec Mob members on the calls, and I hit you behind the scenes. We're gonna figure out this AB situation.
You already hit me.
All right, peace, King.
Peace.
Yeah, that's my bro right there. That's close to the AB situation, the Floyd situation, the Cam situation. You know, we connected. We family. You know what I mean? So when I speak, I be speaking from a different place. You got these niggas on YouTube. These niggas don't know what the fuck is going on. These niggas is doing shit for content. You see, I'm not trying to do anything for no content. I didn't even mention homie name because this is how we move. You feel me? So, but I want to give y'all update on the whole situation. But what I need to do, hold on, SJ, could you tap in with real quick? For some reason, why I'm not seeing these calls? I need SJ to tap in. Tap in real quick, SJ, because I need to I need to charge up this laptop, and I need you to actually read some updates on this news. Hold on. I'm gonna just call SJ. Hold on, I'm gonna just call her. Because while she giving you updates on this news, I gotta charge up this damn laptop. I forgot to put the charger on this joint. This joint about to hold on real quick. I got you. SJ, I'm calling you now from the show. I got y'all. Bear with me, y'all. I'm doing everything in real time.
Hello.
SJ.
Hey.
What's happening? Can you hear me?
How are you? Yes, I can hear you.
Great.
Wonderful Wednesday to you and the Rec Mob.
Yep. So we got SJ on the line. SJ, what you're gonna do right now, right? You're gonna definitely go out there and go get AB and make sure he's all right. You know what I mean? I'm speaking to a couple of people that I know that was last in contact with him and held him down multiple times. So what I want you to do in a situation like this, you know, I'm gonna be listening, but I'm gonna be making sure the laptop is charged up. What should we do in a situation like this? When we do finally find them, what's the first steps we should take?
Well, first, you got to ensure he wants the help.
Okay.
Sometimes people are not ready for the help, even if they know they need it, right? Because it's uncomfortable. It's fear of judgment. It's also the unknown. What is that help going to look like? And what is that going to look like to their mind and body? Because even with help, it does still affect the body physically as well as mentally, because people use substance to help them cope, to help them function. So the first thing is to ensure he wants the help, because if he's resistant, if he's not ready, then he's not going to be in compliance, right? And so it may be just creating a safe space and letting him know that he's not out here alone, that he can share his thoughts without it being all over the internet, that he can share his thoughts and people will help him and not judge him and be there to uplift and support him while still even letting him know the truth that he may be scared of.
Got you. SJ, keep talking. I'm just trying to find this this adapter. Let's talk to the people.
Okay, no problem. No problem. So again, for the most part, that's what it is. You first got to see if he wants the help, or just see what condition he's in mentally, and then you go from there. Even in that moment, if he's saying no, I'm not ready, or I'm good, just getting him to even talk about the things that he may not have shared with anyone, or he may not have said out loud. Just getting him to feel safe to share his feelings and his thoughts. That's what's important. When we are all going through our situations, we want to have a safe space where we don't feel judged, where our feelings are validated, where we can show and be able to surrender to our vulnerabilities. It is not easy to share your struggles and what you're dealing with, because again, he's in a time and space where everybody goes to the media. So he probably doesn't feel like he has anyone he can share anything with, for fear of, is this going to be on social media? But it does sound like he has people in his corner that truly loves and support him and is willing to be there for him. So that within itself is amazing. That's great. And hopefully you and these other persons can create that space for him to let him know you're not alone. We're not here for views. We are here because we truly care about you and your mental. We care about all of you and you getting that help that you need. Yes, you are a fighter. And when it comes to boxing, but you can also fight this addiction. It's going to take time. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be a roller coaster. You're going to have highs and lows, but through it all, he's going to come out on top. So it's just about speaking positivity into him as well. It sounds like he needs to be poured into. He needs consistency, and he just needs that love and support, which it does sound like he is surrounded with, and he has that. And so I think it's just about, like you stated, you're going to do, showing up in real time and being there for him.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, see, this is the part that I want the rec mob to hear, because you're not just speaking of somebody that has concern, you know what I mean? Because you have a great heart just for human beings, period, and animals, right? You're speaking from somebody who has expertise in life coaching, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why
there's a difference in life coaching. Let me kind of explain.
Okay.
So, I was a substance abuse counselor. So I've worked with persons who've had drugs and alcohol addiction. I am a counselor. With that, though, I also provide life coaching. So there's kind of sort of a difference in a sense, while they still work out, because the goal is for each person, no matter your situation or circumstance, to be empowered, to know you have within you to survive through whatever life offers you, or for you to achieve any goal that's needed. Because again, everyone, I don't care who you are, wants to feel heard, supported, motivated and encouraged. And that's what we need. And oftentimes persons struggle with reaching goals, persons struggles in relationship, whether it's personal or professional, because they don't believe in themselves and they don't have anyone pouring into them. Oftentimes you can be the one pouring into others and your cup gets empty because nobody's pouring into you. Everybody needs to be poured into. So, but anyway, to answer your question, yes, I was a substance abuse counselor.
Got you. Got you. So Rec Mob, this is important. You know what I mean? Make sure you see SJ, she's giving out a lot of gems. Now, if you're going through something, okay, and you need to speak to somebody privately, this is what she does. SJ, I need you to type in the information so people can reach out, because there's a lot of people going through it, but they don't know how to convey that they going through something, you know what I'm saying, or articulate what they going through, you know? So I want you to put that information out if you could, you know, and then also type it in the room. You know, how could someone that need that's going through substance abuse, or that's maybe need advice in a relationship, that or maybe just having a tough time in life, how could they reach out to you?
So, of course, they can call 516-402-4342. That's Royalty Life Coaching. Call that number. Even if I don't answer in that moment, leave a voicemail. The voicemail is confidential. The conversation is confidential.
Got you. Give me the number one more time. I'm gonna put it on the screen, and then give me the email too.
516-402-4342.
Got you. I see you put it in the room, so I highlighted that. So, also make sure you put the email where people could reach out, because this is serious, man. It's not only for AB. Now let's do this. We're gonna get back to AB. Let's pivot a little bit, right? And this is something I've been wanting to do with you. Remember how we spoke on you doing a session with like a celebrity live, or maybe like pre-recorded? Let's go to the Cardi B situation, right? Because I want people to understand how gifted you are in what you do. So let's just say Cardi B was to call the royalty life coaching line, and she want your assistance, and just going off from what we seen on social media as of lately, her relationship with her husband and everything she's going through with her pregnancy, and her back and forth with Nicki. How would you assess Cardi B? Like, I want people to see this in real action, real time action.
Okay, so first I would let her know that this call is confidential. I would let her know that she is a human in this conversation. She's not an entertainer. I would let her know that I see her as a woman. I don't see her as a rapper. I would let her know that I see her as a mother, a wife. I see her also whenever she may have experienced her trauma, her hurt, her pain, her heartbroken. I see her at that age. I feel like music is an outlet for her. It's an escape from her to detach herself from her reality. I see her as, in a sense, still struggling with herself, still struggling with self-esteem. And I say that because for her to really know her worth and not needing a man to validate her. You know, she is more than just pretty. She's more than just offering her body. I want her to be able to deal with her brokenness and being able to have a safe and confidential space, because again, she's on social media and persons can be so mean. And when you're already broken in pieces and you're reading this or you're having to hear this, it doesn't help you. So that defensive mechanism of I'm going to get you first, whether it be cursing you out, whether it be yelling at you, whether it be throwing something, that right there is saying because I got to defend myself because someone wasn't there to defend me.
Mm.
And also understanding, as you stated, right, she still is a wife, and it sounds like that marriage, we can all have our opinions on their marriage, but we don't really know what happened. You know, we're not her. You know, we don't know. So there's three sides to every story: her side, his side, and the truth. Right? Everyone has their opinion on her, whether it's negative or positive. But at the end of the day, those things still affect her mentally, and she has children. And the internet isn't nice to anyone. And so that's a lot for her. If you even, the title, Am I the Drama, speaks volumes. Cardi needs somebody to speak into her. Cardi needs somebody to help her realize you are more than drama.
That was deep.
Yeah.
That was deep. Wow. Matter of fact, don't stop there. Continue on. She may need to hear this. So pick up right where you left off at. Cardi B, you are more than drama. Go.
Yes, definitely. You know, she's more than drama. You know, she's able to command a room, and it's about her being able to, in a sense, transition from that drama and be more into, again, not saying she's not positive, but her just being able to see herself in a different light, right? For her to understand that through her broken pieces, she can achieve that peace she needs as an individual to help her to be that mother, to be whatever she's needing to be, while also commanding that stage. Because so many people look up to her. And she can offer more than just the rap, just the cursing, just the beefing, because you are more than that. But she has to see herself as more than that. Whatever has happened in her life, whatever is happening in her life, for her to be able to speak it out loud in a safe and confidential space, being able to deal with everything, all the cards that was dealt to her, and even some cards that she's dealt with herself, right? For her to be able to stand up and take accountability for some things as well, will continue to add to the success of the woman that she is. And we often don't want to deal with our pain when we got to speak it out loud because it takes us to that place that we lived in secretly anyway.
Wow. Salute to everybody. Saluting you. Salute to SJ.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you, brother. You know, we talk a lot. And I just want to just share with the Rec Mob that you truly are a man of your word and you do have a great heart. And I think they are much aware of that. But I just wanted to co-sign that. The way that you definitely help out with the youth on my end and where I'm at, the things that you do for them. And I tell you this all the time, it means more than you ever know, and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything that you do. And just sometimes you're just listening to a conversation and you're like, okay, this is how I want to help. So I just want to just share that with Rec Mob, just to continue to remind them that you truly are who you say you are and your heart is big, and that you truly do care and love them. So, yeah, just wanted to put that out there.
I mean, I never speak on nothing I do behind the scenes in terms of that. But I'm glad you mentioned that just to let people know how genuine it is over here with myself and just the whole Rec Mob. I feel like our Rec Mob family, we all care for each other and we all got love for each
Definitely.
other and we hold each other down. That's what it's
Definitely.
about because you hold me down on many different instances. You know, we hold each other down. So that's what it's all about. But if you need SJ services, one more time, SJ, give them the number as I find. Okay, I got the email. Okay, so I want you to say the number and say the email, and as you're saying it, I'm gonna highlight it on the screen.
Okay, so the phone number 516-402-4342. The email is RLC, the number 4, U, the number 2, DAY @gmail.com.
Yeah. So I highlighted both of them on the screen, so you make sure y'all reach out to SJ because we're gonna do something special with these celebrities. Even if I gotta definitely take the initiative, you know what I mean? Because they need it in many ways. So that's why I gave her, or I asked SJ to give an example of if Cardi B was to call the royalty life coaching line or the email, how would she assess her? She gave her a little, example of how it may go. It's different for everybody. Everybody has their own different trauma or their own different situations. I want you to understand over here at MRecktv, you're getting more than content, and you're definitely going to get integrity, principles, but you're getting more. Like we really about, you know, looking out for each other and spreading that love, man. We love, of course, all humans and animals, but we definitely love the babies and the children. You know what I'm saying? So we on that time, okay? And look, shouts to Miss Diligent. She said great demonstration. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you, Miss Diligent.
Shouts to Flame Sakina. She said absolutely. Brownstone saluted you.
Hi,
SJ,
Miss
you are the
Sakina.
best. Hope people reach out for help. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
So y'all have the information. Make sure y'all reach out to SJ. But SJ, we gonna get back to what we get to. They want that content.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
I know. They're like, please get SJ off this line.
no. You're gonna stay on the line, but you just gonna give us some content now. You gave them an example. Now, SJ, do you have anything out there? Because I know let me see if I see something real quick. I know we was covering the AB situation, and we addressed the Sheff G situation, and matter of fact, I may want you to read this. Nicki Minaj put out this long tweet to Cardi B, right? It's crazy. I mean, this is what they want, hold on one second. I think it was on Hot News Hip Hop. I'm gonna send you the link. How should I send you the link?
You want to send it to the other phone?
Yeah, the iPhone?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I could find this thing. Hold on. I may have to just put in the Google search. Man, this tweet was so crazy. Man, she sent her a 4-page letter. Nicki.
Not a 4-page.
A 4-page letter. She hit her with the Leah. You know what I mean? Like this just I never seen a tweet this long. I didn't even know you can tweet somebody a 4-page letter. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Like literally on Twitter. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I see people got it, but I'm trying to. Matter of fact, let me just go to her Instagram. I mean, not Instagram. Her Twitter. Maybe it's still there because I know these artists they post and delete tweets and IG posts. Let me see if it's still there. Let me go to X and see if it's still there. It's probably gone by now. I'll put money on it. Let me see. And Nicki Minaj been going in on Jay-Z. Matter of fact, yeah, she's going crazy. Yeah, she's still going crazy on Cardi. Effing a DL man raw and got pregnant with another monkey. Wow, that's too far. You said, oh well, he all our baby daddies now. Your husband said he never liked you. Your box on yuck. Hubby told P years ago how ugly you look, always swollen and botched in the face from surgery. So guess what? Zoo take my money. Yeah, I don't know. She these tweets is crazy. Nicki is going in. Matter of fact, yeah, I may want to just I don't know if you could yeah, these tweets is wild. I don't even know if I want SJ reading these tweets. This is out of SJ lane. This is wild. But I may have to just give the people what they want though. Nicki is going wild on these tweets, man. Somebody take Nicki phone away, please. God damn. She's going in on Jay-Z, Cardi B, calling Cardi Barney B. She's just wilding on this.
And she talked about, I think I heard you. Did she make a comment about the child or the children?
Yeah, because she said
Oh, now
Cardi.
see, that's off limits.
Yeah, she said Cardi did it to her first, so she's returning the energy. Said Cardi called her and our people roaches, and yeah. It's I was gonna say it's getting messy. No, it's been messy. It's beyond messy. It's crazy. Let me see what the people talking about. Are y'all tapped in with this whole Nicki Minaj and Cardi B thing? It's not even my thing, but SJ, she's a upstanding woman, so I don't want her in this. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I know what y'all want. You know what I mean? I see people in here saying they so trashy. Oh man. Somebody said Nicki's a heartless succubus. Crazy.
Oh.
They going in. They need to do celebrity boxing. I mean, they can't do it now. Cardi's pregnant. Man, it's crazy.
What I would suggest is to really sit down with the both of them and ask them what really is the issue.
I think that would be dope. How would you approach that?
What really is the issue? You have two women who are rappers, so you both have the same profession. So what's the reason you're pulling each other down instead of promoting the other? What would you lose turning this energy around to positivity? How could that hurt your life if you both were to turn this around and build each other up instead of tearing each other down?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you go to someone's child or children, now you're crossing, because the children have nothing to do with whatever the issues are. But that's a defensive mechanism because you have two women who are looking in the same mirror.
Correct. Wow. I would love to see Cardi and Nicki put their differences to the side, but even more SJ helping them two women cope with it together. Wouldn't that be amazing, MRecktv, to see that? SJ assessing the issues that Cardi B and Nicki have and resolving them, helping them resolve them together. That would be one for the history books. You know what I'm saying? And this is what this
I would love to see them resolve it.
Yeah. This is what this MRecktv thing is about. We here to be the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because they both have their own personal trauma, and then they have the drama towards each other for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? That would be
because at the end of the day, as women, they both have cried tears secretly and outwardly. They both have been heartbroken, disappointed, felt used and abused. They both have wondered, has anyone cared about them? So they share more in common than they don't.
I hear that. Well, SJ, this is what we're gonna do because I got a flight to catch, man. I wanna, touch on more, but I didn't even get myself together. You know what I'm saying? Truthfully, I might have to just buy something while I'm out there. You know what I mean? But I hate to even do that. But yeah, I may go that route because, I'll try to, make something happen. Because literally I'm gonna have to be going to the airport in a few hours. But
Okay.
I appreciate you. I'm gonna
I
call you
appreciate
behind the
you as well.
scenes. And yeah.
All right.
All right.
I appreciate the rec mob as well. You all have a wonderful Wednesday.
Peace. Likewise. Let's get it. Why is it not let me pick up this call? Peace.
What up? What up?
What's going on, good brother? Who is Anthony?
Yes.
Talk to me, King.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even know he was locked up.
Oh, you talking about Sheff G?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure that people can hear you. Rec Mob, can you hear Anthony on the line? I want to make sure that y'all can hear Anthony. Rec Mob, put a thumbs up if you can hear Anthony on the line. Run the likes up. Put a thumbs up if you can hear Anthony on the line. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take Anthony call before I go. I just want to make sure he good. Salute. The homie Mart said, Marts. He said M.Reck plus SJ is always good vibes. Salute. Fact. Okay, they say you're a little low, so they want you to speak louder into the in the phone, my brother.
You can hear me better?
I can hear you.
Yeah, that's crazy. It seems like all of the rappers getting locked up.
You're crazy, man.
Yeah, it is. They called Lil Durk with a phone. They sent him solitary confinement.
Damn. Wow. Damn, man. You know, hopefully everything work out for Dirk and everybody that's getting jammed up in the system, you know, just in general, you know, because you know you got your rappers, celebrities, but just all our people and people in general, you know what I'm saying? Hold your head. Hopefully everything works out in your situation, you know?
Yeah, I'm hoping everything work out with him.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. So on that note, we're gonna end the show. We got my man Anthony from Chicago. I gotta catch this flight. Gotta head to the West Coast, so I'm gonna link with my peoples and try to, you know, I got other business to handle, but I'm gonna try to get this AB situation rolling, man, because I can't see a champion like AB just out there in limbo like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hopefully he could be able to get back on his feet.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully, man. I'm trying to, you know, reach out and you know, find where he at first and foremost and then take it from there. But on that note, Anthony, I appreciate you. Love is love. And yeah, we tap in with you on the next show.
All right, no problem.
All right, my brother. Salute.
All
right, peace. All right, y'all. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end this live. You know what I'm saying? Run the lights up. Love is love. Shouts to Jose. Jose said, M.Reck, lock me in, hit me. When you're in Vegas, I'm going to try to find AB now. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna hit you up and we're gonna figure this thing out. All right, y'all. Salute to the Rec Mob. I appreciate y'all. I tap in with y'all later. So I got some traveling to do, and I got, you know, a lot of stuff I gotta get to. Appreciate y'all. Salute to the Rec Mob. Make sure you leave comments in the regular comment section. Put a thumbs up, like, and all that. Salute to SJ, my whole team. Double deuces and bubble gooses. I'm gone. Love is love. All right, make sure you download that Spooky Hours app in the Apple Store, in the Google Play Store. And today's October 1st, too. So we're going to do something special for Halloween. You know, I'm working on it. Got a billion things going on, but I got y'all for Spooky Hours. You already.
Sneak dissing. We don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pay us in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny,
MRecktv.